So we're going to begin this next forum and debate, or forum really, for the office of Representative at Large for the 07-08 Legislative Council. After this, there will be the final forum for this election season for the position of on-campus representative from 1 to 2. I'll be asking you a few questions. My name is Aaron Jones. I'm the Student Government Advisor. And what we're going to do, wanted to remind everyone also that elections are going to be 23rd through the 26th, which is next week, so encourage all of your friends and colleagues and folks to vote. And we're going to try to keep this as brief as possible with our timing of this, because we have a lot of candidates and only a limited amount of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with 1-minute introductions from everyone, and then we will have questions that I will pose to you. Some of them will be 30-second responses, some of them will be 1-minute responses, and then a 30-second conclusion, since we have so many folks. All right, and we'll start at this end of the table, and if you want to just introduce yourself, be generous and mindful of the microphones and try to speak into them so that we can make sure that our media guru can pick up all the sound. Okay, so we'll start here with Alexander.
Yeah. My name's Lex Hamilton. I'm running for Rep at Large with OPP. I'm a third-year political science major, IR, with a minor in history.
I'm Mary Talalian. I'm third year global studies major. I'm running for Rep at Large, obviously, but if I am elected, this would be my second year on Ledge Council. I am currently on Ledge Council as an on-campus representative.
Hey UCSB community, my name is Deirdre Mathis. I'm a second-year film studies major, Black Studies minor. I also currently serve on Ledge Council as off-campus rep. I'm involved with many organizations on this campus. My level of leadership qualities is vast, and I'm ready to be your next Rep at Large. Deirdre Mathis, Students Party.
Hi, I'm JP Primo. I'm a second-year double major in pharmacology and business economics. Currently, I am a Rep at Large on Ledge Council, and I've got a lot of great ideas on how we could expand AS next year, and I've been involved in over 4 AS committees. I have a long history of leadership experience in the school, including RHA and IFC, and I'm ready to be your next AS Rep at Large.
Hi, UCSB, Corey Huber. I'm a double major business economics and global studies. I'm a first year, and I would love to be your next Rep at Large, one of them, one of 6. My experience in AS includes Finance Board, Investments Advisory Committee. I work in the EVPSA office with the current EVPSA. And I just would really love to have the opportunity to really represent all students here. And I feel that I have the internal knowledge to really do a good job. Thank you, Students Party.
Hello, I'm Bay Grabowski, running with OPP as a Rep at Large like everyone else here. I'm a double major in physics and mathematics. And I've had a fair amount of experience working on with committees in Associated Students, particularly those focused on academics and more internal committees to make sure things run smoothly for students. Other than that, vote for me. Really, I hope you do.
Hi, UCSB. My name's Gloria Schindler. I'm a second-year Law and Society Women's Studies major. I'm currently involved in a couple of different orgs on campus, as well as being an intern at the RCSGD, which is the Resource Center for Sexual and Gender Diversity, which is through the Women's Center. As a second year here, I've seen the dorm life. I was a freshman. I didn't know much of what went on with AS. I got involved in club sports, enjoyed that a whole lot. Started to get involved with AS, saw the possibilities, what could be done, got involved with a couple of the campaigns, helped pass a student initiative. I know the power that comes with being an elected official, an elected person on campus, an elected student. A representative at large, I know that I can represent the students. Students Party, thank you.
My name is Hassan Abid, and I'm running for Rep at Large for Students Party. I'm here because I'm a concerned student. My concern arises from the various issues that affect the student population at UCSB. These issues range from tenants' rights in Isla Vista, such as the lack of the just cause eviction ordinance, lack of transparency in AS, fiscal responsibility in AS, the Isla Vista Master Plan, the noise ordinance, the fee hikes on higher education at the state and national level, the security on and off campus, and the diversity on campus. These issues are a few of the several issues that are of direct concern to students here at UCSB. As a reporter for KCSB in my second, so please vote for me. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline Felstein. I'm running with Students Party. Right now, I'm an on-campus representative on Ledge Council, and I've tried to advocate for students living on campus by instilling voter registration in the halls, as well as increased lighting on campus. And as your representative large, I will continue my efforts for helping diversity, and as well as lowering fee increases because I organized the Sacramento Lobby Conference in Sacramento in this past February, as well as holding a testimonial drive this past year. So thank you very much, and vote Students Party.
Hi, UCSB. I'm John Gill with OPP, running for Rep at Large. I'm involved in the campus with the Greek organization, the Pre-Veterinary Club. I'm a huge advocate of student rights, animal rights, and all that kind of stuff. If elected Rep at Large, I will work hard to lower fees. I will work hard to help the parking situation, and I would also like to make the AS kind of transparent so you guys all know what's going on. Like I said, I'm John Gill with OPP, Rep at Large.
Hey UCSB, how you doing? My name is Alex Van Wagner. I'm running for Rep at Large. I currently serve on Legislative Council as an off-campus representative, and I'm a third-year double major in History of Public Policy and Political Science with an emphasis in public service. As a representative on the council this year, I've worked to maintain students' voices on campus and make sure that all voices are represented by protecting our #1 publication, the Daily Nexus, to make sure that people have an outlet for their opinions. And as your Rep at Large for next year, I will continue to work hard, and I will continue to serve the students and make sure that AS represents everyone.
Sup, gauchos? My name is Jose Rigosa. I'm a third-year senior. I'm a double major in social and Spanish with a couple of minors. I've been involved with Campus Democrats in the IB community with the IB Teen Center. Also, I was involved with USA Students Vote this past November. We took back the House from the Republicans. Also, I lobbied at the national level for higher education, and also I'm part of Finance Board, how I help pass Students Initiative, and vote Students Party.
Great, thank you, candidates. We're going to start with the questions. This first one will be a 30-second question. We'll start here. We prefer Lex. Okay, we'll start here with Lex. If you had the attention of the entire campus for 5 minutes, what would you say to them?
I would basically just try to get them more involved with AS, because I feel that AS and students need to increase the conversation between them so that both AS knows what students want and what students want from AS, or AS wants from the students, and so to just increase people's awareness of what's going on.
Okay, thank you. And Mary?
If I had their attention for 5 minutes, I would definitely inform them about what goes on in the Legislative Council. I would just encourage everyone to get involved in our community, to be united, and to encourage basically involvement within our community at UCSB.
Hi, Deidre Mathis, Students Party. If I had the attention of all the student body for 5 minutes, I would definitely try to stress to them the importance of their voice. Students on this campus have a very, very, very powerful voice on this campus. We have the right to make changes for the better, and I just feel that if we stress to them how important it is, they would get involved as well. Deidre Mathis, Students Party.
I'm JP Primo, OPP. If I had the attention of all the students on campus for 5 minutes, I would express to them that they can be powers to influence change. If they have hopes and dreams and goals and want to make changes in the university, then it's entirely possible for them to do so. I think a lot of students may feel that they have no voice, but they really do have all the voice in the world in this university. Thank you. OPP.
Corey Huber, Students Party. If I had 5 minutes to talk to the entire school, I'd have to say that I would talk about everything AS does and how they can really be part of that. As Primo said before, you really can make a change if you put into the work and the work into it. I would probably talk about how, whether it's part of an organization they're with or if they want to throw an event, how AS can help and how we are their government for them, for the student. Corey Huber, Students Party.
Bay Grabowski, OPP. If I had the students' attention for 5 minutes, I'd talk about the opportunities they have. This may sound like mindless rhetoric, as everyone says that, but in truth, many people don't know the various opportunities they have throughout, AS, of course, like everyone here says, but media, like these, films that people offer, different academic programs people don't know about. There are many opportunities these people can talk to, work with them to try to discuss what they can do here on campus. Big Grabowski, OPP.
I'm Gloria Schindler with Students Party. If I could have the attention of the students for 5 minutes, I think first I'd give them my phone number. Second, I'd give them my email address. And third, I'd tell them to vote for me. I know that this campus has so much power in students. If we could organize the students, if we could figure out what the students want, then we could make so much good change on this campus. Allowing them to access me is what I want to do as a rep at large. Gloria Schindler, Students Party.
Hassan Naveed, Students Party. Not only would I ask them to be involved on campus and be a part of AS, but I would also tell them what's exactly going on at AS, what we're passing at Ledge Council. There's an issue right now on campus. That issue is that there's a lack of communication between associated students and what goes on at Ledge Council and what actually the students on campus see. We have a large amount of money with the Students Initiative, and we need them to see what's exactly being passed. Besides the numbers you see, that $20,000 that goes to those organizations, within our campus itself. I want to show them what's exactly going on and what we're exactly passing and how it benefits them. Thank you, Hassan Naveed, Students Party.
Hi, Jacqueline Felstein, Students Party. If I had 5 minutes, I would tell the Student Party about all the issues that are going on, both in the UCSB community, Isla Vista, as well as the state and national level, because a lot of people feel disconnected. They get so involved with whatever they're doing. They don't know what else is going on. And AS has so many different BCCs, as well as OSL, as well as the campus at large, that I just tell them what's going on and how they can get involved and all that good stuff. So thank you very much, Jacqueline Felstein, Students Party.
John Gill, OPP, excuse me. If I had 5 minutes to speak with the campus at large, I'd probably tell them that how important it is for them to get involved, because AS is really here to serve them, and without their support, without their input, without their opinions, we wouldn't know what to do with ourselves, because we're here to serve what they want to get out of this campus, and I feel if they know that, which I don't think they do that much yet, they'd get more rallying to us, which is what we want. Like I said, John Gill, OPP.
My name is Alex Van Wagner, OPP. The number one thing that I hear from my fellow colleagues and my friends is, what exactly does AS do? What exactly does Ledge Council do? And where does the money that we pay for go? So if I had 5 minutes, I would break down all the AS committees, like tell them all the different ways to get involved, like what we do for the campus. I would tell them that, yeah, the Students Initiative passed. We have so much money that helps so many different organizations, so many different clubs, that brings complete community together, the UCSB community together. And AS is just a wonderful outlook and a wonderful outlet for students to get involved. So I would promote that. Alex Van Wagner, OPP.
Hi, my name is Jose Rigosa, Vote Students Party. I will let them know, inform them that Associated Students about AS, tell them about what we're doing, the issues that students are facing, why we care, and what they can do about it if they wish to help. Also, UCSB is one of the best schools in the country. We, the student body, have tremendous potential to go on a statewide, national level to tackle issues that affect students here. Vote Students Party.
Okay, thank you, folks. I want to thank you for also being very mindful of our timekeeper, Pam. Thank you, Pam, again. So this next question will be a minute. We have a minute to respond. And we're going to actually start down with Jose and come back this way. And the question is, I just lost it. Where is it? What do you feel is the single most important issue facing students who live off campus? And what solutions, if any, do you propose to resolve it? And for any of you, I can repeat this question as needed. Jose, 1 minute.
Well, for off campus, I would definitely say that the IVFP. I've heard several stories that they have used their power. There's this pretty shameful, I believe. So definitely, I would, amplify the movement against, not against Foot Patrol, but work with them, and also let students know what their rights are, so they won't let this happen. I guess another issue would be the noise ordinance. That's a big one. We're trying to get that push, seeing that most of the residents live on the inside of IB, and most students live on the closer side of UCSB. I think it would benefit everyone if we change the noise ordinance and the time. Vote Students Party.
My name's Alex Van Wagner again. I'm running for Rep at Large with OPP. I think the single most important issue facing off campus is definitely the IVP, like Jose said. As Associated Students, we're here to help the students. And one issue, or one way I would perceive in doing this and to help educate people about the IVFP and make sure they don't overstep their bounds is educate them about what to say when they're approached by the police officers. The police officers are here to protect and serve you, but at the same time, you also want to protect and serve yourself. So I feel like Associated Students should provide educational opportunities, be it town forums, flyers they can hand out, things on the AS website about how to throw safe parties, how to go about getting permits for their parties, to make sure that they're safe, to make sure that the IVP doesn't come in and make sure and that no one's breaking their laws. So I think that Associated Students has not only just an opportunity, but it's an obligation to inform the students, to protect them, see how we serve the students. So vote Alex Van Wagner, OPP.
John Gill, OPP, Rep at Large. I also believe, like my previous candidates have said, that Ivy Foot Patrol is one of the big issues for off-campus students because not only are they're there to serve you, protect you, yes, but sometimes they take a little overboard. And I feel that as students, we have nowhere to really go and kind of vent this anger, vent this issue out with people. I feel that as an AS Rep at Large, I try to work with other AS ledge councils and kind of put together a committee that you can kind of go to speak with them, saying, you know, this happened with this cop and this happened. I don't know if this is right or not. Can you please help me? Let me know what's going on. We'd be kind of there to let them know, okay, this happened, these are your rights, you can do this, you can do that, that was fair, that wasn't fair. Kind of break down what should have been done and what was done wrongly and go from there. Like, we need more of a communication between Ivy Patrol and students because it seems like we're kind of at ends all the time, and I'd want to kind of ease that tension to make them more of our friends instead of our enemies in a way. John Gill, OPP.
Hi, Jacqueline Felstein, Students Party. Off-campus students face obviously a lot of issues such as my previous people have been spoken, but lighting is a huge issue that needs to be addressed. This campus, this Isla Vista community lacks adequate lighting that would help students get to and from classes, to and from the school. And without proper lighting, we can't function, and it's not safe for individuals to walk in the dark when there's predators out there, and there's obstacles that are unsafe. And as your rep at large, I will definitely work even more hard on trying to get adequate lighting both on and off campus for students to be able to walk safely without fear of anything going on. So thank you very much, Jacqueline Felstein, Students Party.
Hassan Naveed, Students Party. These issues are really, really important, but I also think that tenants' rights is extremely important in Isla Vista. Tenants, the landlords have too much power because there's no just cause eviction ordinance in Santa Barbara County, and it's extremely important that we lobby our supervisor here, Brooks Firestone, and a lot of our officials here in the county to actually pass a just cause eviction ordinance, because it's come to a point where landlords have not given back the security deposits to students in Isla Vista, and have treated them basically, not as good as all. So I think that's a major issue, and also the Isla Vista Master Plan. It's sad that no one really has heard about this issue at all in our community here at UCSB and how much it's a strong impact on us. That's extremely important because it directly affects students in our community in Isla Vista. Hassan Naveed, vote Students Party.
Hi again. I'm Gloria with Students Party. I'm agreeing with all of my peers that have already spoke in saying that I think that safety is the biggest issue that affects off-campus students, safety in all the different forms that it comes in, to and from campus, to and from work. Like Jacqueline said, the lighting is super important. Agreeing with Jose, John, Alex, the relationship that students have with the police and their knowledge of the laws that affect them, I think is very important. When I'm elected, I think that creating programs to inform students of their rights, their legal rights as students as well as tenants, like Hassan was saying, knowing your tenants' rights, increasing the rights that tenants do have so that you don't get screwed over by your landlords is very important. Also, education will just increase knowledge about diversity on campus to alleviate hate crimes as well, which is another huge issue in Isla Vista. Gloria Schindler, Students Party, thank you.
Bay, OPP. These are all very important issues, but I think the one issue that most affects students, that students actually care about most, is the ridiculous rent we have in Isla Vista. These things, it's grossly inappropriate for these landlords to just gouge us like this. I mean, I look for housing myself. I've yet to find a house because there's so much shortage and so many high prices. For the cost of an apartment here, I could buy a palace anywhere else in the country. No, but you know, this is just mindless words, but I plan to actually work with organizations like the IV Tenants Union, like the Housing Office, to actually pull students together to make a widespread connection, a network of students to work on this. And this is important because students are the only way that we can change this. If students work together, if we say to the landlords they cannot charge us this rent, they won't charge us this rent. This is how free markets work. In addition, not everyone can live in Isla Vista. There's only, it's only about a half-mile square. So people live in Goleta. In that sense, I would like to improve how bus lines to Goleta. Many people like I plan to live there but can't. So, Bay, OPP.
Corey Huber, Students Party. While I agree with all the problems my peers identified, whether it's the Ivy Foot Patrol, whether it's safety and lighting, whether it's working on the noise ordinance or educating our fellow students about how to appropriately party in Isla Vista or whatnot, I really feel it's unfair to identify one as the largest, as they all affect everyone differently. We have a really diverse campus as far as who lives where and like people being educated, or take that back, not educated, involved. I feel that also AS visibility is a big issue because people really don't see what we do in Isla Vista, not only on campus, but I mean, whether it's the Isla Vista Tennis Unit or the housing services, I just really feel that we should work on all of them, and to identify one is just unfair. Thank you. Corey Huber, Students Party.
Well, I'd work with the JP Primo OPP. I'd work with 3rd District Supervisor Brooks Firestone and the students and community of Isla Vista to create an Isla Vista Bill of Tenants' Rights, which essentially include some sort of pricing controls, an issue with the noise ordinance. It would require landlords to upkeep the property, and it would also include a just cause ordinance so that tenants could not be wrongfully evicted. I believe that this Bill of Tenants' Rights would alleviate a lot of the problems caused by kind of unruly landlords in Isla Vista, and I think that something like this needs to be created right away. JP Primo, OPP.
Hi, Deidre Mathis, Students Party again. From my experience in one-on-one conversations with students on this campus, they feel that landlords are the most single important issue. I currently work with the Isla Vista Tenants Union, which is IVTU, and our sole purpose is just to help educate students on their rights with their landlords and anything such as that. I also am currently working on a just cause ordinance for Santa Barbara. And so just in the future, I want to continue working on that and educate students on their rights, the Legal Resource Center, and all sorts of entities that we have on this campus that will help them in the end. Deidre Mathis, Students Party.
Mary Talalian, OPP. There are many issues in regards to the off-campus student body, mainly noise ordinance, which in reality students' opinions have not really been taken into consideration as far as what the students would like in regards to the hours and so on and so forth. Lighting, which there is not enough of. Also landlords with the increasing rates of houses and evacuating students from their houses without just cause. And the Ivy Foot Patrol, I believe we need to educate the student body on how to react or what to say when they are pulled over by the Foot Patrol, and to set up some sort of a committee so students can have a place to go when they are in some sort of a sticky situation, and just kind of know their rights and know what to say and how to react to whatever the cause might be. Barry Talalian, OPP.
Hi, I'm Lex Hamilton with OPP. I think one of the biggest problems with IV is the housing situation, the quality, the affordability, and the safety around the housing. Landlords take advantage. They have the upper hand because we have such a small space in IV. So we need to have a watchdog and open communication with the landlords as well to make sure that they abide by the rules and the students abide by the rules as well. And so I believe that just cause ordinance and just the quality, because some of the houses are in terrible condition and you're still paying a lot of money for it. And so vote Lex Hamilton for OPP.
Okay, thank you. We're going to start now for this next question on this side with Lex, and this will be a minute response as well. You stand on the honoraria. Do you believe AS elected and appointed officers should receive monetary compensation for their work or not? 1 minute.
Lex Hamilton with OPP again. I believe that AS students should get honoraria because a lot of students have to give up the jobs that they would have otherwise in order to work for the betterment of our community. And so by giving them some stipend, not very much, but stipend, would help them better serve you. And that's pretty much what they're here for. And if they have to work another job on top of that in order to pay their bills and stuff, which we all have lots of bills, then they would have less time to serve you. Oh, that's Lex Hamilton with OPP.
Mary Talalian, OPP. Honoraria shouldn't be the deciding cause whether or not you want to serve on Ledge Council or not. However, I think it's a great bonus at the very end because I myself, I'm on Ledge Council as on-campus representative now, and the hours that I put in to serve for Ledge Council and for the other committees, that takes away from my hours at work. Therefore, to have something like this, to have honoraria at the very end, is quite helpful actually, because if I wasn't giving in so much time to Ledge Council and doing my job correctly, I would be working. But it kind of balances out when you have the bonus at the very end, but it shouldn't definitely not be the deciding factor if you should serve or not. Mary Talalian, OPP.
Hi, DJ Mathis, Students Party. I believe honoraria is an added bonus just to everything that we do here on Ledge Council. A lot of people don't know how much time and effort goes into what we do, how much time is spent, everything. But there's also other ways that students can use their honoraria. Like I know a lot of people, I know someone this past quarter has given their honoraria away to a student organization or a different entity like on campus that they feel the money could go towards it if they didn't want the money themselves. So there's a lot of different options for honoraria for students. Thank you, DJ Mathis, Students Party.
JP Primo, OPP. What honoraria really does is it creates a sort of form of AS accountability. Because we now have honoraria, members of AS are forced to do their office hours, forced to do their projects and whatnot in a way that they were never really seen before. What the honorary committee actually does is it's analogous to the U.S. Congress House and Oversight Committee in that it really takes a look at the job AS members are doing and it really assesses their quality. Because we have honoraria, members of AS can't just kind of skirt the issues and skate by without really serving the students. It makes the job a lot more realistic. JP Primo, OPP.
Corey Huber, Students Party. I feel that being a student leader on this campus on this level is very time consuming and really you want to put all of yourself into it, but I mean we all are students first and it does take a lot of time and honoraria really does help towards the end of the day. It's not a lot, but every little bit helps. And as JP Primo said before, it really does come down to accountability. People doing their office hours, people really caring about their committees, people really trying to make a change. I mean, it's nice to be able to say, hey, you do have to do your job, you're not going to get this at the end. It's something, and I feel it's very effective. Corey Huber, Students Party.
Bay, OPP. And yes, I do believe that honoraria is a good thing in associate students. These positions are very time intensive. It could take minimum 5 hours. That's on a very, very light week. It'll take 5 hours a week to do this stuff. And we're getting a few $100s a quarter. For us that weren't born with a silver spoon in our mouth, this is equivalent to keeping me up in ramen and soda. So we need to eat too, really. So and as I said, with such a time investment, I can't hold a full time a job like other students can with their free time. And I can't see what else that's about it. So Bay, OPP.
Gloria Schindler with Students Party. I think that the answer is definitely yes. I do believe that this is a full-time job. Organizing on this campus the past year, I know how much time it takes out of your day. It's hard to hold down even a part-time job, and a part-time job is not going to pay for your rent, your food, and your bills. This is a job that I think me and all of my peers are excited to do, that we want to do, and receiving this little bit of compensation is just something that will help us to work towards the goals that we all know affect all students. I also think that students want to see their money that is going towards student representatives spent well. As a rep at large, I would make it my job to show you that the money that I'm being paid is going to good use. I won't exploit that. So, Gloria Schindler, Students Party. Thank you.
Hassan Naveed Students Party. I have to balance 2 jobs to go to school here, and I really want to be involved in AS and be involved in Ledge Council and become a part of the community here. And I think with non-honorary in the end of the day, definitely helps me out, balance my jobs, and I'll stay committed here on campus. So I think this answer is definitely yes. Hassan Students Party, thank you.
Hi, Jacqueline Felstein, Students Party. Honorary just increases access for different students who wouldn't be able to be involved with AS. If a student like myself who's on financial aid and this is the only way they're able to earn an income, but they want to give back to the community, this is a way they are able to. As well, like I have a part-time job, 10 hours a week, but I probably do 20 here. And even though this is a job, since we do get paid, I don't consider it a job. I love AS. I love everything that we're doing, and I just want to continue this and that so the other students who aren't able to pay for different things, but they're able to with this accessibility with honoraria. So thank you very much. Jacqueline Felstein, Students Party.
John Gill with OPP. I do think honorary is a good thing, but it shouldn't be the deciding factor, like someone just said, deciding to run for AS, because AS in itself brings the kind of students that are ready to be leaders willingly, not because they're being paid to. I do think that with the honorary, it does bring some kind of accountability back to the AS legislative, because like getting elected is one thing, but doing your job right and effectively is another. I think with the money you get paid at the end, like a little bonus, it kind of keeps you going at the end. Like those days where you have 3 finals the next day, but you have to plan for an event with AS, you're kind of like ready to just give up. And I think that the honorary at the end will kind of be like, you know what, this is my job to the students. I'm getting paid somewhat, a very small amount. I should keep going till the end. John Gill, OPP.
Alex Van Wagner, I'm running OPP. When I ran last year, there was no money for honorary for Ledge Council members, so I did this to represent the students, and I didn't want to do this for just specifically the money there. That being said, it definitely helps out with the amount of time that we put in. It gives us a little extra bonus, but at the same time, again, that shouldn't be the deciding factor. What I think the purpose of honoraria is it's a rating system for how good of a job you're doing for your Ledge Council members. You get docked off if you don't go to different meetings, if you don't attend certain events and things like that. Your honorary goes down. So when you can, and because they're made public, everyone can see and how good of a job you're doing. So you can take that, and it's direct accountability to your constituents. So I think it's a great thing. I think it's a great way to show the individual Ledge Councilors accountability to the students. And my name is Alex Van Wagner, OPP.
Hi, Jose Ragosa, Students Party. I'm all for it. The amount that's given to the students is not a lot, so I know people would not be doing it for the money. If anything, I think it would help the members in AS to continue spending more time being committed to students and working for students instead of working for a paycheck at some restaurant. And as a low-income student, I know it helps me get by. It's not a lot. Before I started being active with Associated Students back in the fall, I used to have 2 part-time jobs, and over time I started being more active with Associated Students, and I had to quit one of my jobs because I wanted to be even more active. So, and I think that was a deciding factor of the honorary that I was getting. I know that it helped me pay my rent the last month of winter quarter. Vote Students Party, Jose Ragosa.
Okay, thank you, folks. This next one is the curveball. Let's start with Jose. If you could possess one superhuman power, which one would it be and why? 30 seconds, yes.
Okay. Well, if I could possess a superhuman power, would be able to see through people's mind, see what's going through their minds. I know that there's a lot of shady things going on sometimes, and a lot of lies that try to obscure things. And I just wish that wasn't going on. I wish it was going on so I can do something about it and put a stop to that. So, having said that, vote Students Party, Jose Ragosa.
Alex Van Wagner, OPP. If I had a superpower, it would be definitely telekinesis, and here's why. Because I'm only one man, but if I can just start moving things with my mind, I can just be in multiple places at the same time, with just like the strength of maybe 10 men just moving things like, oh, I need a couch here, boom, there it is. At the same time, I could use that to influence legislators to lower student fees, because I would show them all the packets of information about why we're suffering, why their tuition is raising, and how it's affecting us. And just because I'm here in Santa Barbara, I would be able to show them there in Sacramento all the time. Alex Van Wagner, OPP.
John Gill, OPP. If I had one superhuman power, it'd be reading minds, simply because with the lack of participation on campus and voting that we've seen in previous elections, if I could read minds, I could get a pool of all the minds of students here on campus on a certain issue and be like, well, they all want to vote this way, but they won't, but I know they want to. John Gill, OPP.
Jacqueline Felstein, Students Party. If I had one superpower, more so than I already am because I'm a superwoman, I would have time travel, because who wouldn't want to go in the past and see why certain events occurred? You can be able to see a logical your stream of events, or in the future, and see why and what the outcome is of certain actions that you're doing now, or and see what happens in the future. So and it would be great. So Jacqueline Felstein, Students Party.
Hassan Naveed, Students Party. My power is kind of creepy, but I want to have mind control, so I could actually change the mind of Brooks Firestone and a lot of our officials in this county, and in this country, and in this state also. So mind control, definitely. Thank you.
I'm Gloria Schindler with Students Party. I think that my superhuman power would be to make multiple copies of myself, so that I could be in multiple places at once, and I could get a whole bunch of myself and go lobby to lower student fees or lobby for any cause that we were lobbying for. I think, yeah, making multiple copies of myself. Gloria Schindler, Students Party.
Bay with OPP. Now, this is a question you've all been thinking of since we were 8, 6, whatever. But the one, if I had to choose a single power, I'd have to choose controlling time, mostly because I'm swamped with things I have to do now. I'm here, so I'm not doing my homework. You know, I'm playing Halo, so I'm not, doing my paper. So, in a more legislative sense, since we are, running for a ledge council, let me do things like, work on several committees at once, do other things at once, and, more importantly, make me a really kick-ass Halo player. So.
Corey Huber, Students Party. I've been waiting for this question since I was 10. I'd have to say my superhero power would be absorbing knowledge, like through touch, like, oh, hey, look, an encyclopedia, gone, did it. I'd say that way, no matter what came my way, whether it's ledge council later in life as a student, I'd be prepared, I'd be educated, and I'd be able to make the best decisions. Corey Huber, Students Party.
Hi, I'm JPP with OPP, and if I could have any superpower, I'd be able to run ridiculously fast, like the Flash. So I could go run and lobby somebody in DC. I could go lobby like Nancy Pelosi, and then I'd run back and I'd lobby Brooks Firestone, and then I'd run back and take a midterm, and then run back to Sacramento, and I'd lobby the governor, and I'd be able to do so much more, and I'd be able to work so much faster for the students because I'd be able to run ridiculously fast. All right, thank you, JPP for OPP.
Hey, Deidre Mathis with Students Party. If I had one superpower, I'd probably be reading minds as well, just because I would want to know exactly what the students want done. It's really hard to know what the students want to be done if they're not vocal about what they about issues that they feel on campus. So I just feel that if I wouldn't have to strangle it out of them if I already knew if I could read minds, and then the world would be a better place. Deidre Mathis, Students Party.
Mary Talalian, OPP. Actually, to be honest, I don't think I would want any superhuman powers. However corny this might sound, I truly believe that if someone wants something to be done, regardless of whatever the situation, they will be able to do it. If they want to lobby for lower fees, if you try hard enough, it's going to happen. So I don't think there would be, we should think about if I had this power. I think we all have power within our hands in some sort of way, and the sky really is the limit. We can do anything we want.
Lex Hamilton for OPP. If I had one superhero power, it would be transporting myself at a blink of the eye, save gas money, and basically I can go from one committee to the other in no time, and I could help students and be in Sacramento, I could be on campus, I could be anywhere without having to spend the time going from one to the other. Thank you, Lex Hamilton with OPP.
Okay, thank you, candidates. Now we're going to start here with Lex for this next question. 30 seconds for your response. What do you feel is something you can learn from the other candidates?
I think every candidate here brings something different to the table, and therefore I would learn a lot from just listening to them, and because we're all students' voices and we're all representing different people and different things, and so just bringing different ideas to the table, and that's the most important thing about AS. Thanks, Lex Hamilton for OPP.
Once again, Mary Tavalian for OPP. Being on Ledge Council already, I've learned so much from my colleagues. It's amazing. I think just to listen how they channel their thoughts, what their thoughts are, just to be able to absorb everything. I think most importantly, just to listen to my colleagues what they truly want. That's what I would want to learn from them, how they express themselves.
Here's the question.
The question is, what do you feel is something you can learn from the other candidates?
Deidre Mathis, Students Party. Going through an election previously and winning, it's you just have to being an open-minded person. Of course, I'm going to be running against this person next to me, and I might think that green is better than blue. But after we get elected, we get together, and like you learn so much from your colleagues. It's like we ran for the same party, you know, like we're all together, and you just learn from different people and grow. Deidre Mathis, Students Party.
JP Primo with OPP. One thing I think that the person wearing and the people wearing green next to me are really good at is lobbying abroad and in state issues. And I think I could learn a lot from them about lobbying in Sacramento, and they're really good at it. And I would love to learn a lot more from them about that. Thanks, JP Primo for OPP.
Corey Huber, Students Party. I've been told that 2/3 of a college education is outside of the classroom, and I strongly believe that. Learning from your peers is huge, whether it's talking to everyone here sitting at this table who loves AS as much as I do about the involvement they have on campus with different organizations, or simply just how they love their time at UCSB. I think it's just trying to get a full roundabout knowledge of just how everyone experiences their time here differently, and that's really important. So, Corey Huber, Students Party.
Bay, OPP. Now, if I were to learn from the other candidates, it's just important to know that I'm not great at everything. You know, I'm great at managing internal things. I'm great at working on academic programs. I'm great at working on technology. I'm not good at things like, extracurriculars, things like the Greek system, things like arts and lectures. If I were to learn from my fellow candidates, I try to learn, why this is important to the students, what I can do to help them in these areas as well. Bay, OPP.
Gloria Schindler with Students Party. Learning from all of these peers, I already have so much just through, first time running in a campaign. I also know that we are all very different people. We've all grown up and had very different experiences with family, with life, financial, educational, racial, whatever it may be. We all come from different places. We all have different experiences, and I just know that coming here with an open mind, with an open heart, being able to listen to every one of the people that I would love to work with next year, and representing them, representing myself, representing the rest of the student body. Gloria Schindler, Students Party.
Hassan Naveed, Students Party. I think Gloria put it well. Everybody here comes with different experiences, knowledge, and issues on knowledge and various backgrounds. I definitely want to work with everybody here after this campaigning to resolve some of the issues here in Isla Vista and on campus and learn from them what they think some of the issues are too, so we can all work as a community in AS. Hassan Naveed, Students Party. Thank you.
Jacqueline Felstein, Students Party. All of my peers across from me, they work on different things. They feel passionately about different things, and I want to know about those things. And I want to take those back and bring it to the student body, and tell them how they can get involved and why they should, and all these different things. Because everybody feels passionately about something different, and I want to be involved in everything. And as being on Ledge Council this year, I've had the opportunity to have that collaborative effort, and I'd really appreciate, just to continue this. Jacqueline Felstein, Students Party.
Go, John Gale, OPP. Like everyone's been saying, we all here come from a different city, different place, different family, different culture. I think running together and being on AS together would help us all get different opinions on certain issues, because as much as you like to believe you know everything in the world, you don't. And I think everyone here can bring in their own solution, their own idea, and mixing those together would help us get the best idea. So I think with everyone here, I'd learn a lot of how different issues are thought about in different social groups. I know we're all involved in different social groups within the campus and off the campus. I think that's the best way to kind of address issues with a large pool of ideas, and that's what I'll help do. John Gill, OPP.
Alex Van Wagner, OPP. It's been said before, but we all up here come from so many different diverse backgrounds, and we're involved in so many different clubs. And though we may know of the clubs and we may know of what their organization is, we don't know what it is about them and what they hold dear to them. So that's why being on Ledge Council, it's opened my mind to like so many different views. There are people on from the student associations that lobby for lower fees to the Armenian Studio Association, like Mary. There's just so many things. It's so essential to keep an open mind, and that's why I'm Alex Van Wagner. I'm running with the Open People's Party.
Jose Rigosa, Students Party. I would like to understand the OPP point of view. I would like to know their lobbying tactics, how they persuaded students to vote on the national elections back in November, how they liked, and also would like to know them on a personal level to see their passions for issues that affect groups that are pushed to the side and silenced.
Okay, folks, thank you very much. We're going to now move into our closing statements, and we will just do 30 seconds for the closing statements. It's about 5 minutes. Do one? Okay, we'll do 1 minute. So you have up to 1 minute for your closing statements. You don't have to use the entire minute if you choose not to. And we will start with Jose, since we started with Lex to begin. We'll start with Jose again.
All right, back here, Jose, Students Party. I would definitely just be so grateful if I was elected rep at large. I would continue fighting for students on campus, off campus, make sure that everyone's enjoying their time here at UCSB. And through that, I know in order for students to be here and enjoy the time they have to not be worrying about fees, I would like fight for higher education on a statewide and national level. I would definitely be a voice for those students who are pushed to the side in silence. I would definitely just outreach for students who are apathetic about political stuff and the campus and Associated Students. I know I was back as a freshman, I wasn't active at all, and as the years went by, I started being active, and look where I am now. So having said that, vote for me, Jose Rigosa. Go all the way with Jose, Students Party.
Alex Van Wagner, OPP. My year on Ledge Council this past year has just been extraordinary. It's opened my mind to so many different things. And as your off-campus representative right now, I fight for students' rights. I fight to keep student voices heard. I fight to keep publications on campus so all students' opinions can be distributed. I will fight for students. I will fight to make sure that your time here is best spent, to make sure that your money that you pay to Associated Students is best spent to affect the most students possible. I want to make sure that Associated Students is completely transparent. I want to put all the bills that Legislative Council does on the AS website a week before, so that way people can go to the AS website, check it out, and come to the Ledge Council meetings, and they can actually give their voices to things. I want the finance board minutes distributed throughout the dorms and the different residences. There's so many different things that we can do, and there's so many different changes that we can make. So please vote for Alex Van Wagner for rep at large, Open People's Party, and I'll fight for you.
My name is John Gill, OPP, rep at large. As I get more involved in this campaign and the closer it gets to election week, I become more and more aware of how important it really is to get people on the board like us who care about issues. If elected as one of your 6 rep at large, I'd like to address the increase in fees so you all know where exactly your money's going. I know it's kind of getting really expensive to go to public school, it's supposed to be. And we kind of like to print out something where it tells you, okay, you paid this much and this much of it went to here, this went to there. Also, I think the parking is a big issue on campus and off campus. I spend 45 minutes a night looking parking next to my apartment. On campus, you can only park certain areas after 5. I'd like to somehow get that a little, more facilitated for us to find ways to go to the library at night without having to worry about walking in the cold or in the dark. I know the light's a big issue. Like I said, my name is John Gill with OPP, and John Gill's for real, so vote OPP, John Gill.
Jacqueline Felstein, Students Party. Affordability and accessibility is the main issue that I work on, as well as other students. And a lot of people, my peers, have mentioned about lowering student fees and lobbying and how they've had this experience. But I've actually organized these events. I've actually organized a student lobby conference, got 35 students to talk to 5 different legislators at Sacramento, as well as help the national one in DC, and I have the experience to help students with affordability and accessibility, and I'm not just going to these events, I'm helping bring these to the student body so that everybody can be involved. And affordability and accessibility are huge issues that I will continue to work on, as well as my colleagues. And you know, it's not just student fees, it's accessibility. Students from the lower grades, they're not able to attend college because academic preparation funding is being zero funded. And this upcoming Monday, I'm not going to be here the first day of elections, oh my God, because I'm actually going to Sacramento and I'm going to talk to legislators and tell them to fund academic preparation and to lower student fees. So thank you very much, Affordable Accessibility, Jacqueline Felstein.
Hassan of East Students Party. As a reporter for KCSB, my second year, and later news director for this current year at the radio station, I covered many issues from various points of views. My position at the radio station helped me develop contacts with individuals who are extremely important to our community, such as Brooks Firestone and Lois Capps. I gained extensive knowledge on a variety of issues that face our community in UCSB, and Isla Vista, and in our county. I want to be representative to work on a variety of issues in Isla Vista and on campus with AS on fiscal responsibility, also AS transparency, accountability, and so forth. So please vote for me and vote Students Party. Thank you very much.
I'm Gloria Schindler, running with Students Party for Representative at Large. Rep at Large, it just says it all right there. I'm here to represent the incoming freshman to the graduating senior. Students Initiative has given Associated Students the fiscal, the ability to give everything back to the students, and that's what I'm here to do. Events that happen, I know that OPP says that Students Party takes too much time doing things outside of campus, which is not exactly true. We do both. We do both. We affect things here on campus and things that affect students because they happen elsewhere outside of our campus as well. This is a community here, a community of people learning and growing together. I want to make Associated Students accessible to everybody. I want people to be able to come to me and say, Gloria, Glow Schindler, this is what I want you to do. This is what I want to see from my student government. I'm Gloria Schindler. Vote Students Party and vote for me for Rep at Large.
All right. Bay Grabowski with the Open People's Party. Now, if I'm elected to the position of representative at large, I'll work with my strengths. My strengths are not in direct lobbying like many of my colleagues here. My strengths are in making sure that committees work well together, that people work together, that make sure people can do their job well. To that end, much of my experience has been with committees and the like in AS that are not as visible, very internal committees. These are nonetheless important, even though you may not know about them, because they help AS function as a cohesive whole. On a similar note, for example, I work with the Academic Affairs Board, and on that thing I'm also very much interested in the academic performance of UCSB. UCSB is first and foremost an academic institution. We are a university. My goal is to make sure that people have the most academic opportunities they have available to them, to work with each person, to work with the departments, to work with the administration, to work with the regions, to make sure people can educate themselves how they want and when they want, and and provide them with the resources they need to do this. Bay Grabowski with the Open People's Party.
Corey Huber, Students Party. What it really comes down to for me is I love UCSB. I love my classes right now. I love that we have the most gorgeous location ever. I love my peers. I love that I actually know the students. Me being involved in RHA, I know the residents. Me being involved in AS, I know this organization. Me being involved in outside organizations like Colleges Against Cancer, for example, I really know what it takes to promote progress and change on this campus, and I would love to be part of that. So Corey Huber, Students Party, Representative at Large.
JP Primo, OPP. I've fought to let the students decide parking. I've fought in Sacramento to lower student fees. I've worked on finance board, and I know the changes that need to be made to impact more students. I've voted to keep the Nexus's funds. A vote for me is a vote for fiscal accountability, tenants' rights, and lower fees. I want to continue being a student's voice on campus. I love UCSB, and I'm excited for what the future will bring. Vote JP Primo for OPP.
Mathis Students Party. In closing, my vision for UCSB centers around 4 key components, which I will continue to implement. First, I want students to be fairly represented at UCSB, regardless of religion, race, gender, sexual orientation, whatever it might be. UCSB needs to be a place where students can express their own ideas. Second, I want to continue to fight for student rights, making sure that all students have the information they need with any situation about their landlords or anything in IB. Third, I want to continue to battle lowering student fees for higher education. And lastly, I want to act as an advocate for making sure that the vision that the students see is what we are implementing at as Associated Students. I love UCSB in all aspects, and I feel that all these things can be accomplished with you, the students. Remember that I'm here to serve you. A vote for me is a vote for you. Vote Deidre, Students Party.
Mary Talalian, Open People's Party. I love UCSB. As soon as I transferred here, I got involved in our community as soon as possible. This campus is a wonderful place to let your opinions be known. I've been on Ledge Council this past year, and it's been incredible. I've been involved with RHA, with a bunch of other committees and on-campus organizations as well. And I believe it's so important to let your voices be known. Let us know what you want. Get involved in the community. And once I am re-elected, hopefully, I will do my best to enhance every single individual's experience here at UCSB. Mary Talalian, OPP.
Lex Hamilton for OPP. I believe that AS is the voice for the students, and the students need to be listened to, and therefore that's what I want to do as hopefully your rep at large, is to listen to you and then take what you say and take it to Ledge Council and get things passed and get things done so that what you want is done and taken care of, and so that our campus can be even better. So vote Lex Hamilton for OPP.
All right, I want to thank all of our candidates for your candor and your generosity in speaking. We're going to just remind you that this is being videotaped, and you will be able to access this on the AS website. Do pass it on to all of your friends so that they can know, and pass the word, maybe a Facebook page, something. And we will start in just a few short minutes, let's say no more than 5 minutes, with the candidates for the position of on-campus representative. Remember to vote April 23rd through 26th. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Jones.